Hi, I'm Caylee, and welcome to episode 1 of turning this glorified storage unit into a suppressor factory. In this episode, I'm working on internet, cameras, and security. But first, I have to answer like a million questions that people have been flooding my email inbox with, which has been amazing. So many people have offered their help and assistance with just doing things, and it's been amazing. I've met so many cool people in like a week. So I mentioned that I'm starting a suppressor company called Caylees Cans, and I'm making a fully titanium 22 caliber suppressor for 200 bucks, and that you can't buy it yet because I'm not ready. I haven't fully tested this, and I haven't fully perfected my manufacturing method. So you can't buy it. That's question number 1. You can't buy it. I won't sell you a parts kit. I won't sell shit. That's why I'm starting to make videos so I could kind of show you what I'm doing, and you can kind of get an idea of where I'm at. Once the videos start getting more advanced in their technology, then we'll be getting closer. Anyway, first main question is, how am I supposed to get my FFL and SOT and all that shit? I'm already there. I complained about the paperwork side of things, which is still annoying, but I have my license. Obviously, I'm making prototypes. I'm an 07 FFL and an 02 SOT, Special Occupations Taxpayer. So federally and state, like, I'm good. I'm allowed to make this stuff. It's still annoying, and I don't like doing it, but here we are. Question 2 is, what calibers will I be making? Everything. I plan on making, obviously 22 is first, and I have to get this going, and I have to get my process dialed in before I start branching out on other shit. Like, this is my main focus. The peas and quiet will be fully brought to market and fully mass produced before I make anything else. However, the next thing in line is 9mm. I'm already working on some of the designs. Like, I think we're 9 months into this, and I'm still working on dialing in the tooling for this. So I'm gonna start ordering tooling now for the 9mm suppressor, but it's gonna be a while. It's a lot of iteration to make sure everything works well, and then I can mass produce it. If I can't mass produce it, then what's the point? Oh, I should note, everything's gonna be hub compatible. It's a standardized system that a lot of suppressor companies already use. It's like it's a weird inch size thread, but the point is there are Nielsen devices if you want to use them on like a Browning action. I think it's called handgun. You could do tri-lug adapters if you have a German firearm. I don't have to make all the accessories to make it work with your gun. I just have to make a hub compatible suppressor. So I just sell you a generic direct thread adapter. You unscrew it, put your own shit on there, or use a direct thread. I don't care. I don't really have the machinery to be making all sorts of fancy shit. I don't have the engineering capability to start designing my own Nielsen devices like decouplers. That in and of itself is a huge undertaking, and I would like to do that in the future, but I just don't have the machinery right now. So once I do that, like I said, 22 9mm. I'm thinking 300 blackout next, like a 30 caliber rifle suppressor, just because I think it's neat. But it's really going to depend. It's going to depend on what people want, and I think right now 9mm is guaranteed to be next. And the last really common question I got was, how will you buy one once I'm ready? I think in the beginning, I'm just going to sell them directly from a website. I have cayleescans.com, but currently my payment processor company, they do not like firearm accessories. So I'll have to figure out a different way to sell them directly to people. But what you will do is I will sell you this suppressor for 200 bucks, and then I will dispense it to your dealer of choice. So I'm going to take this suppressor, you buy it from me, I ship it to a gun dealer, and they do the transfer to you. They'll do all the paperwork necessary. You will have to pay them a transfer fee unless you're super tight with them. But yeah, that's how it'll work. I would love to get with Silencer Co. or one of the major distributors, but they're going to want to take a cut, and I just don't think I could meet that $200 price point if I'm doing a distributor, because they're going to want maybe 10, 15, 20%, I don't know. And that's all my profit. My profit's gone if I'm selling this thing at 180 bucks to somebody. So it's a lot to think about, and I'm honestly just not quite there yet. I've been talking to a bunch of people on my email, and they're great, and they're helping me out, but anyway, fuck that, let's just get to work, okay? So here's my burglar plan. I have grates on all the windows and doors. These will be unlocked during business hours so people could get in and out, which is a safety concern. I have to do that. I have cameras that are recording video and audio at all times. Those are being recorded to the cloud and to a DVR here in the office. I also have this pharmacy safe where all firearms and suppressor equipment will be locked in during the evening. Now, as far as personal security, if I'm here alone and I don't have anybody else helping me, I have this big wrench, and of course there's a bunch of heavy metal objects everywhere. Like, I have this heavy metal object. I could just hit people with it to stop a break-in. So, other than that, I think we're ready to just start putting shit up. I have really shitty internet through like cable, but it's super slow and I don't want to use it for anything because it's going to annoy me. It's a good backup, but for the main internet, I have a 5G SIM card and my own router. This SIM card says T-Mobile, but it's through this really cool, I think it's a nonprofit called Caylees OS, which is neat. They gave me a t-shirt, which is too big. Cool. So I'm gonna hook up the 5G router, and then from there, I could get my cameras installed and hooked up to the DVR. Well, that's internet done. Now I just need to run Ethernet cables from every single port on this DVR to a camera. There are a million different types of cameras, and the system I'm using could handle both Wi-Fi and wired cameras. But if you think about it, you have to have power and a signal going to your camera. So the easiest way is just PoE. It's power over Ethernet. All you do is plug in a single, Ethernet cable, and then you have power and signal. And of course, if your Wi-Fi goes down, you still have cameras. And since I'm using a backup wired internet, if my 5G goes down, I still have cameras and I still have them streaming elsewhere, which is good because I want a backup. To run my Ethernet cables, I don't want to punch through the walls or anything, so I'm just zip tying it to existing conduit. Now, this conduit is high voltage. I mean, it's 220, 240, but you could zip tie things to the outside of conduit per the NEC, but you cannot fuck with the conduit or use anything inside of it. Here I'm cutting into the insulation. There are 2 layers of insulation, and this stuff is a fire barrier and a sound barrier, which is also governed by codes, so you're not supposed to fuck with this stuff. It has to go back exactly as it was. It needs to be properly taped back up. Both layers need to be separated. Yeah, it's very important this stuff stays intact. Here I'm on the outside. I've deburred the hole that I drilled from the inside. I've cleaned the area with Scotch-Brite and degreaser to make sure my sealant will stick. And also I've, you can't really see anything. I've attached the plate with self-tappers. It's all very nice and secure. A trick an old man taught me is you get some plumber's putty, which is cold, and you use that as sealant on the inside just to kind of keep bugs and everything out. Extra layer of protection. It's not the same colored tape, which annoys me. Alright. That looks like shit, but it's 20 feet in the air, so. Got a little weep hole. I'm gonna make that smaller. There. See, they didn't do anything, so whatever. For some reason, this piece of conduit was secured and then got unsecured somehow. So I'll just go ahead and re-secure that. I've lost my screw. I found my screw. Now everything is wired up, but I have an absolute bird's nest, so I'm going to take care of this, put together some cube organizers, and kind of get this room looking better. How the fuck did they seal this shit? The packaging is more substantial than the actual cube. The back panels are made of paper and you only get 3 of them. Very nice. It says this is part of the product. Is it because it feels like paper, Walmart? Is that why people throw them away? Well, the cables aren't organized, but I can't see them anymore, and that makes them organized. So, I mean, just like that, I have 5 cameras kind of mixed in between the inside and the outside, so I can see everything. I have live updates on my phone, which is via the internet, so I can see that anytime I want from anywhere, as long as I have internet access. I mean, we have duplicate internets. Everything is wired. I have one Wi-Fi camera coming in to work as a doorbell, but other than that, I mean, that's security. Now, my next project is to assemble this giant laser system. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Stick around for that.